Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez from the Ritchie Law Firm studio.
Ritchie Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
News Talk 640 WFNC.
Good morning, Carolina. Live from the Cumulus Broadcast Center here in Fayetteville. This is News Talk 640 WFNC and 103.5 HD2. I want to welcome you to the first hour of Good Morning Fayetteville. This is Wednesday, January 21st. I'm Gilbert Baez. Trevor Hylton in for Kenny Hitman McLean. CBS meteorologist Rachel Dunsing says it'll be partly cloudy today. High temperature will reach about 54 degrees. Right now, a chilly 27 in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and also in Eastover. Headline news for you at this hour. A high-impact winter storm is increasingly likely over the weekend here in North Carolina, and our area could be hit with an icy mess. Fayetteville police are releasing new details about a deadly shooting at a restaurant over the New Year's Eve weekend that left two brothers dead. Investigators have identified the victim of a shooting earlier this week in Fayetteville that left one man dead. And the Office of Community Safety continues its community feedback sessions at the Kiwanis Recreation Center in Fayetteville. And finally this morning, pre-K registration for 4-year-olds starts today in Cumberland County. You can apply online or in person. We'll have all those stories and more coming your way, but first, local news from CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. A woman now facing new charges in connection to her boyfriend's murder in Fayetteville. Sadie Covington is now charged with misdemeanor child abuse. Police say last April she used her car with her kids inside to hit Gregory Robinson. It happened in the front yard of a townhouse on Tangora Lane. She's already charged with first-degree murder. Today, there are 4 meetings in Fayetteville where people can share how they believe the city can best serve the community. The Community Safety Office is hosting those meetings to help shape the strategic plan. The first 3 are the Kiwanis Rec Center on Deaver Street. The times are 9 to 11, noon until 2, and then 3 until 5. The 4th is specifically for 12 to 18-year-olds. It's at the Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council on West Rowan Street from 6 to 8. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 degrees. Overnight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 36, and Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 62. A winter storm is likely to bring impacts this weekend with snow possible, but the main threats across the Sandhills will likely be sleet and freezing rain, especially Saturday into Sunday. Stay tuned to the forecast for updates. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, we got 27 degrees in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and also in Pembroke. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Sandstone Health and Rehabilitation.
Sandstone Health and Rehabilitation is known for compassionate care for all across its 20 North Carolina locations. Whether your loved one needs short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, our exceptional staff and comprehensive services are here to support their recovery or ongoing needs.
Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC.
News Talk 640 from WFNC. You know, I'm doing this segment with a cough drop in my mouth. You weren't here yesterday, but I was diagnosed with pneumonia and over the weekend.
Oh, wow. You got like 6 containers of medicine?
Yeah, but I don't know about the diagnosis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking... Unfortunately, Kenny wanted some of my cough drop because it was the real deal.
Yeah.
That's gone. I got 2 antibiotics, nostril spray, and something for my eyes. Now, my eyes have cleared up.
It's like it'll pass through, or like it's something that you can't really get rid of?
Well, yeah, you can get rid of it. I didn't do anything over the weekend. I just stayed in bed. I don't know if it was pneumonia or it was just the bug or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But, I was thrown down last night at the club. You see my trailer out there. But, man, I tell you, I was down for the count. I was just laying around. And that's how you do it. Let your body do the work.
Yeah.
Basically, medicine is just to help you get through it. So if you're out there sick this morning, I empathize with you. And if you're sick, stay home. Don't be coming into work like I do. I told Kenny yesterday, I could tell he was a little inhibited because, he's a germophobic.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm not contagious. We're all right. Guests that came in there, they're fine. I don't think anybody's reporting anything. So, in any event, if I sound a little wheezy or something like that, that's what it is. I'm on the backside of something.
We're going to make it through. We're going to make it
We're going to make it. That's right. Now, the question is, are you ready for this weekend storm? Are you familiar with what's getting ready to happen?
Yeah, I had plans to go down to Greensboro to do like a photo shoot thing, but those got, passed through because of the snow. So, yeah.
Where you were going to do it, Saturday or Sunday or something?
Yeah, Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. And when you get down there, you ain't going to get back.
Nah.
So, that's the deal. Here it is. This is a high-impact winter storm. It's increasingly likely, and as the numbers get better, every day we get close, we get a better sense of what's going to happen. This is the type of winter storm still up in the air. But what we do know is this is probably not going to be a major snowstorm for the entire North Carolina. That's not it. And that's the bad news. The meteorologists are saying right now snow is expected in the counties closest to the Virginia border. That's normally what happens. A little bit colder up there. We got the Canadian air coming down. Let's go to the map. So that's where we're going to probably have snow. Now, snow and ice expected for Raleigh, Greensboro, and also Rocky Mount. See, stay home. Mm-hmm. So you made a good choice already.
Yep.
And it's just Wednesday.
Yeah.
But that's what we need. We need people thinking about what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? What are you going to do? All right. Unfortunately, for those of us who are here in the Sandhills, we're expected to get hit with an icy mess. And that's not good news. This is expected to be a significant winter storm with the most impact taking place on Saturday and Sunday. Mm-hmm. So now you have time right now to alter your plans over the weekend. There's a strong possibility of some power outages, especially down here where we're going to have an icy mix. You're going to have ice on power lines, ice on tree branches. That's going to bring the tree branches down. And for those of us who live, or I don't live in an area where you have power lines, my community, everything's underground, which is good. But that doesn't make a hill of beans if right down the road where a transformer is, there's trees and the limbs go down, boom, out. I'll be without power as well. Mm-hmm. So, but any event, so you want to be prepared for at least through this weekend, and we're going to keep looking to see what's going to be happening. And we'll have Mayor Mitch Colvin in here tomorrow. He comes on Thursday, and we'll ask him what the city is doing, the plan. Kirk DeVier is coming in today. We'll ask about the county's plan for the storm and see what we can do. Now, here's what you can do to get ready. This could be, I don't think anything's going to be a long duration, because normally we get some ice and snow and Saturday and Sunday, and then by mid next week it's over. Now, I was up in Philadelphia, and I lived in Ohio. I went to Central State University in Wilberforce. When the snow came in November, there was snow on the ground somewhere all the way to March or April. Yeah. It just never went away because that's how cold it stayed up there most of the time in the Midwest. But normally we get some snow out here. Stay off the roads. A couple days later, we're okay. And the state DOT normally does a pretty good job making sure that the major roads are passable. Mm-hmm. So, for emergency vehicles and things like that. Uh-oh. May need to bring out my spray. Now, so it's the secondary roads, the roads that go into our neighborhoods and things like that, they need the big heat tab in the sun is what we used to call in radio school. You need the sun to get on those roads to try to make those a little bit passable. Now, if you're out there with a four-wheel drive on icy roads, you're just like anybody with a two-wheel drive. Ice is ice on all four wheels. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make a difference. You can't do anything. Now, the four-wheel drive is great for, snow or mud or stuff like that. But on ice, all four wheels will spin, and that's the thing. I know because I got a Jeep, and I've tested it, and it doesn't work. Yeah. All right, so you may want to consider, like our smart producer here, Trevor Hylton, who's in Studio 2 right now, shaking his head. Change your plans for this weekend if you're going somewhere.
Yeah, please. You might get snowed in, might not make it back home.
Well, last week I didn't play up in Raleigh at Gwendolyn's Blue Wayside. I normally play there on Sunday nights, and we knew there was rain coming in, cold temperatures. There was going to be potential when people left the club that they would have a problem on the road.
Yeah.
So we shut down. I don't even have to call. I know I'm not playing this weekend. You know, if you don't have snow up in Raleigh or ice and snow-ice mix, there's no way I'm going to travel from Fayetteville, get stuck up in Raleigh, or much less have an accident. As a matter of fact, speaking of accident, I was supposed to pick up my Jeep that was in an accident Christmas Eve today.
Oh, yeah?
I'm supposed to. I'll have to call and see if it's ready. That's what they say. The 21st is today, so I'll get that back. Change your plans, and you need to prepare for the potential for some power outages as well. So what does that mean? I mean, if you got a generator, that's fine. You may want to make sure you have batteries for your lights, and stay in touch with your family and friends. I think that's important, especially if you know there's some elderly family members who have medication or needs and things like that. And I know what's going to happen. When I get off work today, I'm going to go by Food Line, and I'm already going to be behind the line of everybody buying eggs, milk, and bread.
Yeah.
I mean, a storm comes, and we make French toast.
Yeah.
It's always funny. I used to do those stories at Channel 5. I think Food Line and Walmart, they love a storm.
Yeah.
Because people are going to buy some stuff now.
You know, cases of water.
Yeah, but you're going to be like you're going to be snowed in. I'm serious. I've seen carts where people think the storm is coming. You think that they are packing, for 6 months.
Yeah, like an apocalypse is on.
Yeah, but that's okay. Well, look, everybody's got to do what they got. And who am I? They may have 5 kids to feed. Yeah, Doris and I aren't like that. All our kids are grown. We just have... I need to hit the cough button. Pneumonia's coming back. I have no business out here. I should be in bed.
I mean, it's no fun if it's not a challenge, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, but no, I do feel okay. And I bought my thermometer in yesterday. My temperature was 97.1 FM. And Trevor's temperature was... Kenny's temperature was 95 something. I was about to call a mortician.
Yeah.
About to die. He was standing too far away from the thermometer.
Oh yeah.
All right. In any event, we got that storm coming in here, and we'll keep you updated as things go on. Again, we've got the chairman of the county commissioners coming in. We'll ask him about preparations for the county. The mayor will be here tomorrow. We'll ask him about preparations for the city, and then you take into your own hands your preparations for yourself. And do what you got to do. I'm not planning to go anywhere, really. I think Doris and I are just going to sit at the house and watch a movie. You know why? There's going to be some football on this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Your team is out already, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. So is mine. That's all right. You still watching now? You just watch it just to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, look, we've got more information here we're going to share with you in a little bit here. But first, right now, let's check out our most immutable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 degrees. Overnight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 36, and Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 62. A winter storm is likely to bring impacts this weekend with snow possible, but the main threats across the Sandhills will likely be sleet and freezing rain, especially Saturday into Sunday. Stay tuned to the forecast for updates. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Man, right down 27 in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and also in Maxton. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
Proud to be your hometown news and information source for 4 decades. News Talk 640 WFNC. Stream online at WFNC640am.com. Never a password, never a fee.
My name is Ron Ross. I need your vote for County Commissioner. With over 50 years of service with the Boys and Girls Club, I will champion programs that support youth, strengthen families, and safe neighborhoods for all. I will support policies that encourage economic development and create good jobs. Always putting people first. Vote Ron Ross for County Commissioner. Go to my website, ronrosscc.com. This ad was paid for by the committee who elect Ron Ross.
When was the last time your CPA brought you a strategy that dramatically saved you taxes? This is Roger Harris, president of Whitehorse Financial. The 2 biggest robbers of wealth are debt and taxes. Our team of tax attorneys and tax planners help successful people legally pay less tax. If you have over $1 million in retirement accounts, or you're selling a business or real estate, we may be able to to help. Call 910-339-2625 for a 15-minute discovery call or visit whitehorse-financial.com.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
One unmistakable voice, one night only, an evening with Amy Grant, live in concert. Multiple Grammy and Dove Award winner, Amy Grant, live in concert. A night that will get your feet moving and your heart beating. Tickets are on sale now.
At the Crown Theater, February 20th. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Grab your friends and make plans now for the night you'll be talking about all year. Amy Grant in concert.
Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads. WFNC.
News Talk 640 WFNC. Man, I tell you, you are witness to the fact that I took my medicine during that break there, because they say you're supposed to take your medicine until the end.
Yeah.
Just use it all up, even if you think you feel good. Take it to the end. I didn't take the antibiotics this morning. I said, I started hearing it and feeling it. I said, I better jump on it. So if you're out there and you got something, take your medicine until the end. If not, it's liable to jump back on you. Now, who we're going to have up here at the 640 replay? Have you decided yet?
I'm thinking about Mario Benavente.
Mario Benavente, and what's the other possibility, you think?
Lamont.
Yeah,
from
Lamont.
PWC.
Yeah, let's do Lamont, because we talked about the potential for a winter storm coming this weekend, and some of the things that PWC will do. So we'll use him at 640. We also have Bill Bowman coming in. We haven't opened the doors yet, have we?
We have not, no.
Okay. Bill Bowman will be here. He's going to come in with up-and-coming weekly newspaper and talk about some of the stuff that folks are covering. And who else have we got here? Today's the day Sweet Shakespeare. Sweet Tea Shakespeare is coming in. They've got a production that starts this weekend. So Paul Wolverton and some of the cast are going to be coming in. We're going to talk about their production that they have. I think it starts Thursday. Cumberland County, also Wednesday, we have someone from Cumberland County comes in. So if you're watching us on my Facebook page, YouTube page, this is like a little podcast. We make sure that you'll see some of the folks who are in here doing their thing. I got some news headlines. Again, the big winter storm is the big deal that's going to be coming up. I'll take you off camera so you'll be okay, and you won't feel bad. So you can do other things in there. High impact winter storms coming our way, and we're going to have an icy mess here in Fayetteville. So make sure you make preparations for the storm. Do what you have to do to stay safe. Change your travel plans if you have to, and listen to the news so we can keep you abreast of what's happening. And as we get a little bit closer to the weekend, meteorologists will be able to pinpoint exactly what's going to be happening. But right now, it looks like for those of us in the Sandhills, we will have a mixture of ice and rain, and that's not good because there's the potential for some power outages this weekend. We'll keep you abreast of what's happening. Other news this morning, Fayetteville police have identified the victim of a shooting earlier this week that left one man dead. We're told he was 23-year-old Taikisi McFadden of Fayetteville. Investigators say McFadden was shot around 12:30 Monday morning outside a home on Tangora Lane. He was pronounced dead at the scene. There was another man found shot with a gunshot wound there. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say the shooting was the result of an altercation between individuals who knew each other. So far, no charges have been filed in that case. We have new details surrounding the death of two individuals, two brothers, outside a restaurant. Fayetteville police releasing these details about this deadly shooting that happened the New Year's Eve weekend that left the two brothers dead. The double shooting took place the night of January 3rd outside Max Speed Shop. It resulted in the deaths of Daniel and Timothy Nakamoto. Investigators say the incident began with an argument inside the restaurant that escalated into a physical fight. I've got a cough. Uh-oh. I'm going to make it through. We're going to make it through. We're told the conflict arose over someone's misinterpretation of a motorcycle club-related clothing. Investigators reviewed video from inside the restaurant and determined the shooter, identified as a Fort Bragg soldier, shot in self-defense. He suffered a concussion during the fight. Now, with Fayetteville Police Department saying the case is closed and no charges are going to be filed against the soldier, the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Division, CID, they've opened a separate investigation to determine whether any military laws were violated. Police have released new information and evidence in the death of 28-year-old Tavon Adams. It's the WFNC Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. Adams was shot and killed Monday, July 7th, outside his home on Slim Circle in Fayetteville. Police now looking for a gray 2007 Ford Focus with a clear coat top on the roof that appears to be fading. The vehicle has no hubcaps, dark tinted windows, and is missing its gas tank cover. Investigators say the vehicle was in the area during the night of the homicide. You can see pictures of this vehicle on the Fayetteville Police Station social media pages. Investigators say so far no suspects have been identified. And because this homicide happened in the city limits of Fayetteville, Crime Stoppers is offering a reward of up to $5,000 for information leading to charges and the identification of a suspect in the case. You can remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers at 910-483-8477. Again, Fayetteville City Police and the City of Fayetteville, they have crimes, and the City Council have upped the Crime Stoppers reward from $2,000 to $5,000. They've added an additional $3,000 for crimes that are information for crimes that happen in the city. And finally this morning, I want to share this information with you. Pre-K registration for 4-year-olds start today in Cumberland County. You can apply online or in person. Now, to qualify, it's real simple. Child has to be at least 4 years old by August 31st of this year, and you have to live in Cumberland County. Now, priority, we're told, is being given to those individuals who apply by March 31st. It's not the deadline, but if you do by March 31st, you're going to get a little preference there. You can give your child a strong start by applying today. All right, that's my news that I have this morning. Right now, you want to check out some local news with CBS 17.
Good morning from the CBS 17 newsroom. I'm Bill Young. Fayetteville police sharing what led up to a restaurant shooting that left two brothers dead. It happened January 3rd after Timothy Nakamoto and Daniel Nakamoto got into an argument with an active duty Fort Bragg soldier. It escalated into a physical fight and then the shooting. It happened outside Mac's Speed Shop and was caught on surveillance video. The soldier suffered a concussion. Investigators say the fight was over misinterpretation of biker club apparel, and the soldier will not face charges because the video shows he acted in self-defense. Today, parents in Cumberland County can help shape the future of the school district. There is the third of 5 public focus group sessions put on by Cumberland County Schools. It starts at 6 at E.E. Smith High School. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 degrees. Overnight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 36, and Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 62. A winter storm is likely to bring impacts this weekend with snow possible, but the main threats across the Sandhills will likely be sleet and freezing rain, especially Saturday into Sunday. Stay tuned to the forecast for updates. That is your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunzing.
Hey, Rachel, thank you so much. Hey, temperature's not moving right now. 27 degrees in Fayetteville, St. Paul's, and also in Dunn. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Super Sure.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but super sure. The seismic shift is coming. Super sure, coming soon.
Always first in News Talk for North Carolina. News Talk 640 WFNC. Stream on iHeart anytime, anywhere. Just search WFNC.
Bad decisions limit future options. Make enough bad decisions and you will destroy your life. Listen to The Flatline with your host Rick Hughes every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. right here on WFNC 640 a.m. The Flatline describes a main line of resistance in your soul built on God's Word. Join us every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. for 30 minutes of inspiration, motivation, and education, all without manipulation. That's The Flatline with Rick Hughes, heard here on WFNC 640 a.m. every Sunday at 7:30.
Tax time is here, and there is no better way to spend your tax refund than on the safety of you and your family. Never held a gun before? Not sure what you're looking for? Guns Plus can help. Guns Plus has over 1,000 firearms, indoor shooting range, and offers classes in shooting safety, concealed carry, and more. And the best part, you no longer need to apply for a pistol purchase permit. If you're 21 or older, just come to Guns Plus, pick out your pistol, and we'll handle the federal background check while you wait. Guns Plus Spring Lake and Guns Plus 2 in Fayetteville. Fear no evil.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
The most beautiful time of year is upon us. Tax season. And Tax Slayer is here to help you file with 100% accuracy for your maximum refund. Guaranteed. Tax Slayer even has support from real U.S.-based humans if you have any questions along the way. File your federal return by February 8th for $22.99, and I'll help you get the refund you deserve. Take it from me, a talking calculator speaking to you through the speakers of wherever you are. Tax Slayer. File fearlessly.
Hey guys, Ken here from Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson, and now is the best time to check out the new bikes at the Fort. The Great Trade Event is happening right now only at Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson, and we're paying up to 120% of JD Power trade-in value. Yes, you heard that right, 120%. Got a bike, a boat, a car, RV, side-by-side? If it's got a VIN, we'll take it on trade. The time is now to trade up. The all-new 26s are here, and they're incredible. Come see the all-new Limiteds, Trikes, and CVOs on our floor and ready to run. So what are you waiting for? Get to Fort Bragg Harley-Davidson right off Sycamore Dairy Road in Fayetteville, or visit fortbraggharley.com for all the details.
Get up to 120% of JD Power trade-in value on select vehicles. Trade value determined by vehicle condition, mileage, and current market data. Not all vehicles qualify. Negative equity not included. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2026.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2.
News Talk 640. You don't. What do you know about that song?
What you mean? I'm hip. I'm hip to the old school tunes. I'm hip.
I should have played that last night at the club. We were jam-packed over there at the Retired Military Association. Do that on Tuesday night. My trailer's out there in the yard. Man, I tell you what, we just have a great time. Folks come out and have a just a fun, old-school type time. Mm-hmm. All right, enough of that. Hey, in my heart this morning, this is the book. We always feature it. I see you have yours out, too. Yeah, I like it the way you always bring it up here. We're on day 72. Let me see. Yeah, day 72. It's day 72. We got 100 Days of Encouragement by Janet Gibson with photography by Cindy Burnham. In my heart this morning. There's a reason why we've been given 2 ears and 1 mouth. To listen twice as much as we talk. Even more listening if we have really big ears. and a caring heart. Listen, speak. That there is significance to that.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my own mind. I like to hear what people have to say. And as a reporter, it really is about listening. Because when you listen to someone, you hear something, say, aha, are you sure about that? And in listening to a person's story, then you really get to hear what's going on. And there have been some reports that I've listened to about children wanting their parents to listen to them more. Not to do anything special, but just listen to what I'm talking about. Now, sometimes I don't understand what you're talking about, especially my grandkids, because y'all have like a different code.
Yeah, a little bit.
My grand said so, period. What is that?
It's like an emphasis of what we're saying.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like point blank, period.
Right. Well, I don't have issue with it. I know Doris got upset when one of the grandkids said, "Hey, look, bro, yo, bro," and Doris went off on him, said, "I'm not your bro."
My mom used to get mad at me for that, and my dad too. But then my dad started getting hip and calling me bro too. So I was like, yeah.
Well,
yeah, I influenced him a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm not anybody's bro. But it's funny. I see young people, young men call their girlfriends bro.
I do that, yeah.
You call your girlfriend bro?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Sometimes it's not even like I'm calling you bro. That's like my response of like, that's my sentence starter, like, bro. And then I start talking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, look, I'm 70. I guess I don't have to understand. There's stuff that I used to say probably back in the 70s and 80s that my dad didn't understand.
Yeah.
But that's all. Right on. Something, just, I'm saying, groovy. There's words that just transcend and identify where you are. Like, my nickname is Ski. If somebody comes up to me and say, "Hey, Ski," I say, "Oh, I know that's somebody from high school and college." All right. So in any event, we appreciate Janet Gibson's book and our interpretation of what she says every day. We get a chance to share it with you every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I heard CBS 17 talking about this. I want to emphasize it again. The Office of Community Safety inviting residents to attend the community feedback sessions that are taking place beginning this morning at 9 at the Kiwanis Recreation Center. They've got 4 sessions today. They had 4 sessions yesterday, as a matter of fact. It's an opportunity to share some input, perspective, and priorities to help shape the office's strategic plan. And John Jones came in the other day and talked about these meetings and the importance of them. Registration is required if you'd like to take part in them. They've got this special session that's going to happen tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council on Rowan Street. That's 725 Rowan Street. This session is for young people ages 12 to 18 only. And we talked about, young folks having an opportunity to be amongst themselves and talk, yo, bro, whatever it is, like y'all talk, and discuss issues that are important amongst themselves. And we can stand out on the peripheral and hear what the discussion is about and maybe pull from that what's important. Attendees will have the opportunity to meet the OSC team and learn about the office's 4 focus areas: community-based violence prevention, youth initiatives, mental health response and diversion, and homelessness response. So they're doing a great job. This is something that the city of Fayetteville stood up in response to some violent times that were going on in the city. And they've recruited John, who's from Fayetteville, from Chicago, and he came down here. He was in the studio the other day. First thing, he was sitting up there talking about, it's cold. Now, how can a man who lived in Chicago say it's cold down here?
That does not make any sense, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe he's been down here for too long.
I'm just picking on John because he does a great work there, and he's all about the kids. And so we support him, and we like for folks to get out to the Kiwanis Recreation Center. 4 sessions this morning, beginning at 9 to 11, 12 to 2, 3 to 5, and then a special session for young folks 12 to 18. That starts from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council, 725 on Rowan Street. So get out there and support the Office of OCS. All right, that's what we got going on right here. Again, it's time to check out some local news with CBS 17, or what do you got?
We got the 640 replay.
Oh, it's time for that already. Okay, yeah, it is 640.
Yeah.
And Lamont Henson was in yesterday with the Public Works Commission, PWC, and we happened to talk about a number of things, but one of the main things we talked about is potential for the storm this weekend and what people should do.
Welcome to the WFNC Podcast Pepper, where Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez lives.
Talk 640 WFNC. Let's not beat around the bush. The face you see right now is Lamont Henson with PWC, live and in concert right here. He's going to be here all week, folks. 2 shows nightly, 7 and 11.
Twice on Sunday.
Good one. Kenny, wait. I wasn't sure if the mom was going to make it in, but I sent you a text this morning, and you didn't respond, but I said, this man won't be here.
I'm glad you had faith.
I was so confident. I said, Kenny, give me a backup. Lamont, it's good to have you here. You are with PWC, and you are the spokesperson for them, at least one of them. Excuse me. We got the potential for some bad weather coming our way this weekend. Yes, and this has to have, I know you probably have some concern about the potential for power outages because ice or snow on power lines and limbs, that's not good for you guys.
Correct.
How does that work?
Well, this is a good chance to remind the audience that's why there are 2 types of ways that electric service can be provided. There's underground and as well as overhead. So yes, the overhead, there are some risks of potentially having some outages, and with today being what is today, the 20th?
20th, yes.
Now, believe it or not, Gilbert, January 21st is Squirrel Appreciation Day.
No, is it really?
It really is. And the reason why we recognize it is because the actual most common cause of outages is animal interference, squirrels.
Ken, you're up on screen here. You look amazed by that, and what's your amazement here?
I actually just got a squirrel feeder to keep them away from the lines.
Did you?
Yes, it's smart. It's hard corn cobs, and you put them on a bungee cord, I swear, and you watch the squirrel jump, and he bungees up and down. Yeah. And it entertains him, but he eats, and so that way I figured that he's not going to run the wires.
It's funny you say that because I had squirrels in my attic one time, and they ate the wires that go to the fan that kept the attic cool. They knew if they would eat that off, they could get in and out because the blade wouldn't run.
Yeah.
Squirrels are smart.
They really are, but sometimes they like to sharpen their teeth and their nails on the power lines. Now, that can be fatal for them, and it also can cause outages. So this is a reason why we kind of acknowledge Squirrel Appreciation Day because it keeps us in business.
Well, I had no idea that was a deal. And we have a bunch of squirrels here.
Absolutely. I don't know if they're outside now with the temperatures being what they are, but
they were out there protesting when I was coming. Get Gilbert out! Get Gilbert out! But and we have some squirrels I've seen on the golf course that look like they have like raccoons. They have masks on them. Yeah. Is there any particular squirrel that is more apt to get on the power lines than any other?
That's out of my purview. I can't tell you the types of squirrels, but fun fact, I did have an opportunity to visit Toronto, and do you know the squirrels there are actually black? They look like little panthers.
I've seen those. Yes. And so,
maybe the squirrels here are gray. It's more stressful.
No, but
they
have some in Pinehurst as well that are black. That they look a little bit more like raccoons.
Okay.
But regardless of what it is, and we're going to get back on PWC stuff here in a second.
Let's
but the to me, if you don't know it, squirrels nothing more than a rat with a pretty tail. And I've said, hey Kenny, you say what you want to say. I trapped the squirrel up in my attic to take the squirrel out. And when I saw him in the cage, he was like, he looked like he was getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
And I said, this is a rat with a pretty tail.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm staying away from that.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to PWC stuff here.
So we are definitely prepared. We are already having meetings and conversations just in case there are some even extreme, more freezing temperatures. I believe the anything below 32 degrees is considered freezing. So we urge those to, visit our website, get tips and information, ways that you can be prepared, insulate your windows, your doors, things of that nature. It's also helpful to utilize a programmable or smart thermostat during these times so that you can keep your climate in your home or your resident at a temperature that will be comfortable, but at the same time control your costs. A lot of times people at these times feel, well, I haven't changed anything. Why am I paying more? Well, that's because the weather outside is affecting the use of your HVAC system.
Well, not only your system, but there's a potential for brownouts, I guess, if everybody's really trying to heat everything to keep it warm. Puts a lot of more stress on the electric company. Talk about that a little bit.
Correct. More demand. This is another reason why we stress time of use throughout the year. Right now, we're in the winter peak hours, so the time that we urge people to shift their consumption is 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. You got the card. So we're passing out good materials. But the other 21 hours of the day, the rate is 35% less than it is during those 3 hours. Those 3 hours is usually when we do get more demand and when it costs us more to get energy from our supplier, which is actually Duke Energy. People don't know that.
Yeah, so what advice are you getting, other than the fact that people are getting ready probably on Friday to go buy all the ingredients for French toast.
Okay.
They're going to go get the eggs. They're going to get the milk. They're going to get the bread. And the grocery stores love it when we got a threat of bad weather because people buy more stuff than you can shake a stick at.
True.
What about auxiliary heating and stuff in homes? This is a big concern for not only for you, but the fire department as well.
Well, a lot of times we concentrate on energy, and I'll go back to that, but I also want to remind people about their water usage. Please think about turning off your irrigation systems during these times. You also want to insulate your piping in your home so it can prevent from freezing. A lot of times people want to leave their faucet running or allow it to drip so that it doesn't freeze over as well. So that's another thing to be mindful of. And in terms of your energy use, yes, there is going to be more stress. Auxiliary heat is when you are running it 3 degrees over what is set. So let's say you have your thermostat set at 68 and you want things to warm up. We recommend that you gradually allow your thermostat to warm up. So instead of just jumping it up to 75, you might want to go 70, allow the room to hit that temperature, and then gradually allow it to escalate up that way.
Yeah. Look, a lot of people don't understand what the emergency heat thing is.
Yes.
And well, I'll let you explain it.
So the emergency heat is when your heat strips are coming on. A lot of times when you look on your thermostat, as Gilbert mentioned, it may say auxiliary. Sometimes it says emergency heat. That means those heat strips are working, and it is more costly. It's usually about 3 times the cost it would run if it was just going on a normal beaten path. So that's why we urge you to gradually do it. We also ask you to, if you have a programmable thermostat, when you're away from your home or you are sleeping, that might be a good time to try to set it at a temperature that will allow you to be comfortable and won't be overly useful.
Go ahead.
I also want to remind people of Verizon. They had a situation last week where there was a
situation. Hold on, that is the understatement of the day.
That sounds like
hold on, wait a minute. He mentioned that Verizon had a situation last week. That is the understatement of the world.
Yes, I had some strange things happening with my phone, and it happened at just the strangest time.
All right, we're not going to beat you down, okay? We'll let you. What does that mean?
I am a Verizon customer, so a lot of people lost service with their cell phones, and Verizon provided a courtesy. I believe they extended a bill credit for some of their customers. That
$20.
Yep.
Hey,
over 2 periods.
I hit that.
Okay, but go ahead.
Something's better than nothing. Now, a lot of times, this is my theory, I believe people equate their utility services similar to their cell phone service. So if you are without power, and we're definitely preparing and hoping that does not happen, but if you are without power, you are without power. You're not being charged. So it's not one of those situations where if you lose service, we would extend the credit because at that time you're not being charged anyway.
Well, that's a good point because your meter stops running if you're not getting power. But
correct.
As far as the phone is concerned, there's no meter on the phone for you to see who was using the phone or who wasn't using the phone.
I just like to point that out because, like as I mentioned, a lot of times I think people equate the two being the same. It's almost my cell phone bill hasn't changed. I've used the same amount of data. I've used the same amount of calls or whatever, so my bill should be the same, and they feel like it works the same with their utility services. I haven't adjusted my thermostat any, so why did my bill jump? Well, as we're talking, the weather is going to be extremely cold this weekend, so it's going to allow your system it's going to work harder, regardless if you've made any changes inside your home or not. So these are the times where you should take a look at the insulation around your windows, doors. Also consider using a blanket, wearing some layers inside of the house. There are other things you can do to stay warm and try to keep your costs down.
Well, on my cell phone,
I have unlimited use.
Okay.
How come PwC doesn't give me unlimited use for a flat fee? Kenny, what do you think, Kenny?
I think that's interesting, but no, you can't do that because then you would just drive up all the as high as you could.
Hey, look,
I'd turn up the thermostat to 80.
I'm looking out for the people of this community.
See, I like Kenny. He gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. My thing is, everybody, especially seniors, and as you get a little older, you try to keep the temperature a little bit warmer just because you have to. I mean, what's the thermostat sitting here right now, Kenny?
I think I turned it up to 73 or so.
73? That's all? Yeah. And you're shaking your head. Is that good?
Well, if that's what you're comfortable, I believe in my home I'm at 72. Just and I use Duke. Unfortunately, I wasn't in an area where I had PwC services for electric, and I know a lot of people also use space heaters during these times. So it's a reminder to have some safety when it comes to space heaters. Turning them off. Please don't.
Look, Doris is notorious for. We have a insert fireplace. I have the fireplace on. No, you don't. You have PwC on electric.
Okay.
Because it's electric that runs that particular type of fireplace. So even though you may have a fireplace on that's electric, it's still electric.
Correct.
And it may be using more power than if you just use the electric in the house.
It's definitely an education process. Some people have using gas. Some people are actually using the fire log. So it's other ways you can still keep your home warm and control your costs. We know that is a big concern for people, and we just want to continue to put the information out there so people have the options and know what they can do without thinking that PwC is the big bad wolf just trying to take all the money out of your pockets.
Well, we have you in here, but every third Tuesday. Every third Tuesday. And Lamont's always a straightforward, straight shooter kind of guy when it comes out. And we are looking for ways that we can do things that will help save folks money.
And before you kick me out, and
okay.
I know it's coming.
But go ahead.
I do want to remind people that it's still an issue about the interbasin transfer request that was made by the town of Fuquay-Varina. We were stressing it, but it's still an issue. In fact, they're going to be deciding that around the April 1st time span. So it's still time for you to submit written comments and let them know that we are concerned about that request. We know that there is economic development happening across the state. However, we do not want one town's development to hamper ours or what we want to do for the future. So if you care, hopefully you do, please submit comments to the Division of Water Resources before April 1st, letting them know that request needs to be altered.
Are you getting any sense that we're making any headway in having the decision in our favor?
I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times when these decisions hit the public, it's already been decided.
The fix is in.
Hence why it is important to let them know that there is an awareness in our area and that we have extreme concerns. Hence why I'm continuing to be on radio and put this message out, because if we just stay quiet, before you know it, they're going to be siphoning 6 million gallons of water out of the Cape Fear River each day, and people are going to wonder why people don't want to move to Fayetteville.
All right. Well, Lamont Henson, it's always a pleasure to have you on. You always have a lot of information for our
folks. Appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of ways that we can look at our utility companies, our police force, our sheriff, whatever it is. But until you've been someplace where and I've been to some places where you can't throw the switch and have electricity on. I've been to some of those third world countries. You don't really appreciate what we have, and we take it for granted sometimes. So
I think we take you for granted. You're a legend, sir. We're grateful to have you in the community, and it's a pleasure to be across speaking with you.
Yeah, check is in the mail. Okay. I guess it's my turn to talk. Lamont, and I love Lamont. He comes in and he does his thing every other week or so here. Or no, I think it's third weekend. Wednesdays, and brings us up to date on information with PwC. We're going to be paying an awful lot of attention to PwC this weekend because those of us here in the Sandhill have the potential of having a wintry mess as opposed to some nice snow to go sledding. I don't think there's going to be any sledding going on. If you're up near the Virginia border, you might. We'll talk about more of that coming up. Right now, you're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Super Sure.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but super sure. The seismic shift is coming. Super sure, coming soon.
Bringing you all the news and information that matters for 4 decades. News Talk 640 WFNC. Stream on iHeart anytime, anywhere. Just search WFNC.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
When we talk about aging and aging well, we focus mostly on physical health. And that's understandable, given what I like to refer to as the three-legged stool that quite literally keeps us upright: diet, exercise, and sleep. But more and more research is bearing out the now indisputable fact that our mental health and our emotional well-being play an outsized role in how well we age. According to a new Canadian study, it's never too late to improve. The study's lead author told us that many people who were not in optimal well-being at the start of the study were able to regain it within just 3 years. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We humans are social creatures. Even if you think you don't need it, go ahead and invest some time and effort into your friends, maybe making some new ones. It will feel good, and more importantly, it will do you good. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.